Today we're doing an unboxing of my 2025 Hobonichi planners. This is very exciting. It feels a little like Christmas morning, which, perfect timing. But yeah, as I mentioned in my previous video, I did pick up the cousin again. So let's start there and then you can see what this is. I'm so sorry, my neighbors are very loud. I'm hoping you don't really hear that, but alright, here we go. This is so exciting. I actually have had this package with me since, I don't know, I want to say November, but, I wasn't gonna open it until I needed to. And I will say that this was my first purchase, and then I talked myself into making this second purchase, which honestly I'm regretting not just getting the entire, the entire system at once. I wish I had, but it's all here now, so what's past is past. This is so exciting. I love the packaging. I love that it's paper. So I usually keep this packaging just to store my Hobonichi cousin. At least that's the plan. But I will say in practice, I actually am planning on referring back to my 2024 cousin throughout the coming years. So I don't think I will actually put it back in the packaging, but it's there if I need to store it and keep it safe and clean. Since I only have the one cover anyway, so it's not like I can shelve it with the cover. So all that to say, this is why I usually, well, I say usually, but I've only done it the once because I only have, I've only used the cousin once before, which in 2024, but this is why I just cut it open at the top. I don't rip this because I know I'm never going to do it properly. I'll, actually rip it. Ooh, exciting. Okay. I hope you can actually see this on screen. I'm so sorry if you're not in frame or if I'm not in frame. Amazing. This somehow feels smaller than I imagine a cousin to be. Obviously, I have a cousin. Let me actually grab my current one because it's hilarious. So obviously, it's the same size. It's the same exact thing. But, yeah, I don't know what it is. It feels compact. I remember feeling this way when I first got my 2024 cousin as well. I was really worried about the A5 size since it's, pretty big. But then I got the cousin and I'm like, oh, this is totally manageable. Oh, wow. This is exciting. Let's see if the paper feels different because I think the 2024 one is already the new TR paper. But honestly, I don't use fountain pens or anything, so I don't know how big of a difference it'll make for me. The only thing with TR paper that I really love is how thin it is because I do want a whole year's worth of my stuff in one book. So, that makes this more compact than what it would be with other paper. Obviously, still a pretty big book, but, manageable. And I mean, it's smooth even when you're using regular pens, so I like that. But again, I don't know how big of a difference the new TR paper will make for me. But let's actually get back to the actual unboxing. So I'm just gonna say it. I like this. I do think it's creepy, and I love it. Mostly, I love this. This is gorgeous. I feel like I really want to frame this and put it up or something, which is not a thing that I do. I don't frame my posters. I just put it up on my walls. But this feels like such an art piece. It's gorgeous. I do think I would be creeped out if I have this on my wall, but it's a nice idea if I wasn't, a scaredy cat. It's beautiful, regardless. I'm obviously going to keep that. I'm sure everyone does. But I kept my the last year's pamphlet thing as well. But I will say I like this better. I'm not huge on the cutesy, I guess, aesthetic, or whatever. I think last year's was like animals or something, but it was in a very cutesy style, and it was very nice. It just wasn't me. This is very cool. I love it. I wish I can actually read what it says, but doesn't matter. All right, let's set this aside. I really want to immediately jump into this. This is amazing. Oh, I have a little bit of a dent here, but that's okay. Yeah, let's jump into this. So this is, I guess, a new part of the system that I haven't really talked about, but I do also want to talk about my lineup for 2025 in this video, just because you're basically seeing the entire thing now. But yeah, this literally came like an hour ago or something, and I couldn't wait, which is why I'm filming with my neighbors making a ruckus in the background. I hope you don't hear too much of it, but I can't wait. I can't possibly wait. So let's open this up. Oh my god. So probably from the size, you know what this is. But this is a Weeks. And I know I've had a whole kind of journey discovering that the Weeks does not work for me, yada yada, but I won't exactly use it for planning. Definitely functional, still a functional system. Not that there's anything wrong with a non-functional system, it's just I only need a functional system. But so I mentioned this in my last video, but I've been having trouble with making progress on a lot of my projects, and I figured out kind of a way to deal with that, and it does involve the Weeks. And yes, maybe that is just an excuse to get the Weeks, but listen, if I have a reason to use the Weeks, I'm not gonna not use the Weeks, not get the Weeks. Right, enough of my rambling and excuses. Let's open this up. I am so fucking excited. Okay. Oh, they also, I got this from a reseller. I got both of these from resellers, different ones too. And it is making me think about like how I might want to order from Hobonichi next year, which is, a long time coming. I can't believe I'm already thinking about my 2026 Hobonichi, but yeah. I don't know how much I'll talk about my experience buying from resellers, since they're local to me, and I don't know if I want to talk about that, but I am thinking about maybe just ordering straight from Hobonichi next year, but we'll see. All this to say, they were selling last year's bonus pen, and I decided to get one. It was like super cheap, so I picked it up, and I'm really excited about trying this and trying it in the Weeks specifically. Anyway, here we go. Oh my god. Okay. I got the Weeks Mega in the cherry bow and tie thing. Oh god, I'm so excited. Where am I? Ooh, I can see the special character back here already. I also got a cover and cover for the Weeks, and I know, or at least I've heard, that this is not really gonna fit the Weeks Mega, especially the bow and tie. Definitely let me know if anyone knows for sure, like if it doesn't fit or whatever, but I'm hoping I can stretch it out, especially with a hairdryer, and then make it fit, because I don't really know what other covers to use for the Weeks Mega. Definitely, again, let me know. I'm sure there are, like from Sterling Ink or something, but I'm just gonna try this. It again also was not expensive, so I just picked it up with the Weeks. And I also got a pencil board, which I've always wanted. I regret not getting two of these, honestly. As soon as I placed the order, I was like, oh, I should have gotten two of these. I don't know why I didn't, but I'm glad I have one. because I do use a ruler a lot. Like genuinely, I just like a pretty big ruler. I kind of lug it around when I'm working on my cousin, which is a bit of a pain. So if I can just have this here, that's nice. Or in my weeks. But okay, let's actually open the weeks. I'm kind of freaking out. I've never had a weeks before, and I've always wanted one, except that it doesn't really work for my planning until now. Okay. God, this is gorgeous, first of all. I don't know why I keep seeing people's unboxings talking about this little protective clear cover thing. Not cover, what do you call it? It's like a piece of plastic. I feel like I keep seeing people getting caught off guard by it, and I don't know. I'm like, yeah, it's packaging. Sorry, that was a weird rant. Not judging anyone. That I get it. Everything about Hobonichi is exciting, but same pamphlet. And it's fun that I have two of these. They can be next to each other on my wall, and I can be creeped out all the time. Ooh, this feels so nice. Oh god, okay. I don't know how I feel about that. I was just about to say, I have weird, sometimes I get, I don't know, I don't love some textures. And I was really worried about this texture being kind of unbearable to me. And I have a feeling it would be, and I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it, but it's kind of, yeah, I don't love that, actually. It's smooth. It's not like, I can't explain it. It's a me thing. It's definitely a me thing. It's not, there's nothing wrong with this texture. I'll put it in the cover, and hopefully it'll help, but, ooh, hate that. Okay, that's fine. It's beautiful. I have the special pattern here and on the back. Sucks that it's like on the spine and on the edge, but that's okay. It's still gorgeous. I love the color. Honestly, like if this cover had been a thing, I probably wouldn't have been convinced to get the weeks, or maybe I would, who knows, but this cover definitely sealed it for me. I was like, I need to have that, and thankfully I came up with a system that included the weeks. Sorry, okay, let's actually open this up. God, I've never seen this in person before. This is amazing. So compact. Look at that. Teeny tiny. I'm so excited to use this. I did get the Japanese version, so this is also the Japanese version. I don't hate the quotes. I'm not anti quotes, on the bottom here, but I don't love it in English. I don't know what it is. I think like because I love seeing like book quotes and stuff. If you don't know my system, a lot of my cousin is my reading journal. Seeing quotes that are like kind of out of context, or like I don't really care about this quote or whatever, and I don't know what these say. Are they like positive quotes, like encouraging quotes? I don't love those, honestly. I don't know. I find them kind of cheesy. So whatever they are, they might be great. It's just not my thing. So I always get the Japanese books. God, this is so exciting. Okay. So let's also open this. And while I do that, I'll talk about my lineup. So this is basically it. A cousin and a week's mega. And okay, there we go. I went with the week's mega instead of just the standard because, again, if you know my system, which you probably don't, a lot of my books are filled with project notes, so I need like a lot of space for that. Just as an example, so there are basically a lot of like long form, not journaling notes, long form notes. So a lot of my project notes look like this. So I need a lot of space, and I guess I'll just jump into it. But this book is gonna be, I'm so sorry, this is so messy. It's gonna be basically an extension of my cousin. It's what I'll carry, out and about, because I have been carrying my cousin around, when I go out, and it's a bit of a hassle, and it gets my cousin dirty, and I just wanted like a compact version of it, and it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be full of duplicated information. It's not like, oh, I'm writing in my cousin and in my weeks all of my project notes. It's that when I'm out and about and I'm working on my projects and I have notes, I write it here, and I'm not transferring into the cousin. This is literally just like, it's basically like a supplement notebook to the cousin. You know how people use, say, the weeks, and then they use those supplement notebooks from Hobonichi that are like super thin, and then they tuck it in here. It's like that, but this is the supplement notebook to my cousin. I hope that makes sense. So the idea is, if I have, and this has happened a lot, but things come up, when I'm out and about or I'm at work, and I need to note it down. The only place I've been doing it is on my phone, and I lose a lot of those tasks and notes. They just, disappear from my brain. I really need it on paper and like in a designated notebook. And so that's what this will be. And for tasks, I actually will migrate them here, because they're usually like 1 or 2 tasks, like, oh, I remember suddenly that I need this thing. I need to buy this thing on my next, I'm so sorry. There's a car, if you didn't hear that. On my next visit to the shop, or whatever. So those kind of things I'll probably migrate here, if they're still applicable, if I still haven't done them by the time I get home. But for project notes, I'll just leave them here, and this will work in tandem whenever I'm working on those projects, and that's gonna be great. I'm just so excited about that. I think I definitely will have to stretch this out just a little bit, but not even that much. Honestly, I'm gonna try this. Okay, wish me luck. I know you're supposed to bend it. Finally experiencing the thing that I keep seeing people struggle with. God, this is such a nice quality cover though. Because I have a Midori one on my cousin, and it's definitely not as nice. Okay. It's definitely too tight out of the box for a Weeks Makeup Bow and Tie cover, so I don't wanna break my weeks, so I'm gonna take it out for now. God. Okay, I've learned my lesson. My first cousin, I tried to fit the Midori A5 standard cover on it, and basically like it warped my spine immediately, and I never got it back. Honestly, I don't know, because since I used my cousin like not really in chronological order, since I my later sections are notes, so throughout the year, from the very beginning of the year, I was already using these like back pages, so maybe that's why the spine was like immediately from the beginning already quote unquote warped. To be clear, like not like a broken spine, because like I'm fine with breaking the spine. Like the whole point of a cousin is so that you can have it lay flat and fold it on itself and everything. But it was super warped in the sense that it wouldn't go back to its original. Like this is kind of better now, but it was very, very, very curved for a long time. Anyway. Yeah, so this will be an extension of my cousin basically, and I will definitely talk about like how I'm using each section and page in a setup video or a system video. I don't know what I'll be calling that, but I'll explain it in full then. But honestly, this system and this system is gonna be pretty similar, or not similar, but it's one system just across 2 books. I really didn't want to have this just be like, oh, this is for just something planning, I don't know, project planning, and this is for something else, because I know that way one of the books will be neglected. For me, at least, that's what usually happens. I used to have a different book for my reading journal, and one of my books will just be, neglected. Like I won't keep up with both of them at once. But this kind of counts as one book. I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to explain my thought process. Basically, in my brain, this is one book. It's just like these are the extra pages that I actually get to detach from the book and take with me. I will say a big part of the appeal is also using this as a wallet. So I'm really excited about that, which is also why I want the clear cover. I'll just tuck, cards and cash and stuff over here. And I'm really excited about doing that. And about using this, I'll definitely be using this pocket. Alright, the pencil board. Ooh. I've never had a pencil board from... Oh no! What did I do? What happened? Sorry, that was weird. What? I tried to open it, but it... What? Oh no. Yeah, okay. I am sympathizing with all the unboxings that are like opening this so weird. But now I'm doing it weird. God, that was awful. Sorry. Not satisfying to watch at all. But I've never had a pencil board from anywhere, so this is nice. I've made like makeshift pencil boards. Meaning like they're just for straight lines or to like keep from smudging ink. Like they're usually pieces of paper that I tuck in. But I'm excited about actually having a proper one. It is flimsier than I expected. Not in a bad way, just I don't know, I've never had one before, so. I will also say this is nice and squishy, which I really love. Texture aside, this is really nice and squishy. I'm sorry, I'm loving this. This is so fun. And it tucks in. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm loving this so much. Oh, I wonder if I can tuck it in this little pocket. I'm sure I can. So that it doesn't fall out. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I can't wait to stretch out that cover so I can use it properly. I really wish I had gone this earlier because it starts in December, right? I think. Am I making that up? Yeah. Oh, November. God, I really wish it had arrived earlier because I want to have used this all month. But all that to say, I'm going to be jumping into this immediately, like tonight. I can't wait to go out and take this with me tomorrow morning. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, finally, the pen. I don't like hate the 2024 pen or anything. I don't like it. I don't care. But everyone talks about how these pens are actually pretty great. And I do like this 2023 color. So when I saw it at the store where I picked up my Hobonichi books, I decided to pick it up. And the thing is, because this is to go out and about, I really want a ballpoint pen that won't smudge or anything. So, and I know that's what this is. Actually, does anyone know what what kind of pen this is? Like, I know it's a Jetstream, but I'm trying to look for refills for it. And I don't know what I'm supposed to look up. All of the names are like Jetstream X153 or whatever, and some of them are like in Japanese or something. I don't know. Help if someone knows what refill I'm supposed to be getting. Okay, I'm gonna swatch this. Swatch, very fancy term to say. I'm gonna try it out. This is my spread this week. Let's try it here. Ooh, Right, this is a very small nib. I do remember that, but I think it'll be useful in the really small grid of the weeks because it's a different grid, right? It's like 3.5, and this is 3.75. Am I making that up? I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh my god, I completely forgot that this comes with bookmarks. This is so exciting. God. Okay. God, that is so thin. I can barely read that from from afar. Granted, my eyesight is absolute shit. Ooh. I don't know if I like that. It's a ballpoint pen, so obviously it's not as like juicy as a gel pen, and I've been using gel pens for a long time. I can't remember the last time I used a ballpoint pen, so this will be interesting, especially because not mostly, but a lot of this book will be for projects. God, I really hope I'm in frame, but a lot of this book will be for projects, and a lot of that is long form notes. I hope I like this. Let's try this again. Maybe I should try to actually write in proper handwriting, not my scribbles. Okay. Okay. I like that. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I can't tell. Pens are pens, man. I think with gel pens, it's like easier to figure out, oh, it's too juicy or it's not juicy enough or whatever. If it bleeds, blah, blah, blah. But with a ballpoint pen, there's not much to say, except for the fact that it's a very small nib. I really don't want to have to go through the trouble of figuring out what pen I want to use with the weeks, like a ballpoint pen. Although obviously if you have any suggestions, I'll take them. I don't know if I should just use a gel pen with it or something, but the point is that it's going to be like quick, notes I'm jotting down when I'm out and about. So like, it feels like a ballpoint pen is a better option. Sorry, I'm just rambling about this, but hopefully we're all planner people here. We know these aren't irrational, wonderings or whatever. Right, this has a pen loop. Also a big draw for me. God, can I open that at all? Okay. Does this fit, or is it just for the... It fits, but it's a bit difficult because of the grip. Okay, come on. There we go. That looks great. That looks so good. I love a teal. I love a green and red, and this is also such a nice color. God, I love this so much. Okay, nah, that wasn't so hard. That was good. Yeah. Okay, so that's my lineup. I'm sorry this is a bit of a rambly one and not very organized. Yeah, I'll definitely go into more depth about the system and how I'm setting up each book. I hope what I said makes sense. One system across 2 books, not duplicated information. Literally just these are the last, there's like 200 notes pages, right? So give or take, there are like 300, 400 pages here. So think of this as an extra 400 pages to my cousin, which is great also because in retrospect, I've kind of filled this up. Like, I think the only pages that aren't filled maybe adds up to about a month's worth of notes pages. And this is a spring cousin. So I started this in like April or something. So it wasn't a full year since, you know, I'm finishing this up early so that I can jump into a January start cousin. So like if I had to use this for a whole year, or if I had to use the 2024 cousin for a whole year, I probably would have actually run out of pages, which is insane to think about. I'm so sorry, there's like a million background noises. I'm really, really sorry. But yeah, so these extra pages to my system will probably be super useful for next year, especially because I really want to make more progress than I did this year on a lot of my projects. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Look forward to my setup soon, and thank you for watching.